Hola minasan, this is Yuki, your reality generation BUL, and today I'm going to talk about dance anime. But first of all, when I spoke about dance, what did you think about? Did you think about breakdance? Think about K-pop? Did you imagine maybe a Latino dance or any kind of traditional ethnic type dance? Well, actually, I would like to surprise you. It's not going to be anything mainstream, but it is actually ballet. Let's see how does watching ballet in anime feels like and who will be practicing it. So basically today I have two main recommendations I would like to bring to your attention. The first one is Ballroom Youkoso. It was released in 2017 and it has 24 episodes. And the story is going to revolve around Tatara Fujita, who's a shy middle schooler boy who has no particular plan for his future. He has gotten through life by avoiding any kind of confrontation and blending in with the crowd. However, he still couldn't really escape much bullying and people who are trying to get away his money. Luckily, he was one day saved by Kaname Sengoku, and Kaname invites him, Tatara, to his dance studio, to sort of experiment with it, like to do dancing. And Tatara is captivating by Sengoku's commanding presence, granted an opportunity to dance with the fellow classmates Shizuku and Aoka. She's like the prettiest, most popular girl in his class, and he definitely has a crush on her somewhere. So that's another plus point to him going to the studio, who often practices at the studio. And Tatara realized there is something about the idea of being put in the limelight and dancing, where people will see him that keeps him coming back. With a nearness passionate drive to improve, Tatara begins his journey into the world of competitive dance. So this is the main idea. Now I'll move on to why you should be watching this show. When you look at it from outside, this show is not very different from the others, except the fact that the characters are extremely tall and they are really thin, and there is a lot of emphasis on the verticals. So it's gonna take you a bit of while in order to get used to the drawing style, I would say, and to how long their neck are. But aside from that, the animation changes when it comes to the dancing, and the characters become almost monstrous and creepy looking and smiling. And I really personally love that. Like, it makes me really thrilled and get goosebumps, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like watching action scene in a shonen, or like the climax of a sport competition in a sports anime. So that's how I would compare it. The second anime that involved ballet that I'm gonna be mentioning is Danseur. It's released in 2022. It has 11 episodes, and it speaks about Junpei Murao, who's interested in ballet began at a young age during his sister's ballet recital, when a male ballet dancer piqued his interest with gripping performance. But for Junpei, nothing could be worse than his peers finding out about his secret passion for ballet and perceiving him as effeminate. And as a result of that, he is now in the soccer club, he's practicing Jeet Kendo, and he's intent on following his father's footsteps of becoming a stunt coordinator. All very kind of mainly activities. And when Junpei's classmate Miyako Godai spots him demonstrating an impressive kick that combines skills from ballet and Jeet Kendo to his friends, she suddenly recruits him to join her mother's ballet studio, and he resists at first. He's like, no, there's no way I'm getting ballet. I have been running away from it for as long as I could remember. And although he has abandoned his dreams of formally pursuing ballet, nothing quite captures the euphoria the ballet elicits. And after suppressing his desires to pursue ballet for so long, it's not so easy to shake off his hesitation and break free of the shackles of masculinity. And Junpei has to be willing to make certain sacrifices to fully commit to the ballet, losing some of his friends. So this is the overall summary of the story, but of course, I have to give you more ideas about why you should be hooked on this show actually. First of all, the pacing of the story can be a bit odd, but it's not, it's not bad, it's not strange enough, because they might get hyper about a session where they are just practicing, but while they are on competition, it might go on like a very normal, even slower and even less passionate than a normal episode. Which actually makes sense because in real life, you don't enter every competition with the intention of winning. And you don't consider every training session as normal session. Sometimes you have a goal in mind, especially if you are an artist or you are an athlete, or even if you are a dancer, then you set up goals and try to achieve them one by one during your daily practice or daily life. The studio succeeds in portraying the dancer's body very well, because there are things that you can only see if you are using a 360-degree camera, and in real life you have to be running around and observing how these dancers are moving. But the anime really does a good job at that, making you realize how much delicate and difficult and complicated these moves are, and they're not as simple as you might assume. As you might have noticed already, it has the same production studio as Haikyuu, so that's a plus point. And also, in addition, there is a diversity of personalities that keep you really hooked on these shows. So I hope that you give it a chance, and thank you. Bye bye.